this morning. Someone talking about Troy. I wish I could contribute to the voice of yeah. Thank you for coming. Thank you very much for being the first person to show up here. Mina, thank you, Mina. Thank you, Mina. I hope you can hear me. Yeah, Mina, I'm there. Let me give you some blue. I'm here. Okay, 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 okay. Mina, your, your jacket is gonna come back. So, thank you very much. Carmen, you're welcome. Mina Wardi, thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming. It's been a while, and I'm glad that we were able to see. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Let me see if I can put on the light. Let me remove this. Welcome, Carmen. Hola. Obrigado. Where is my? I had it here. Thank you, everybody. Hello, everyone. Yes, it takes quite some time to get this going, and we keep on thinking, what can I do best? What is it? How can how can I come up without being, without really disappointing the people? But you see, that's the thing about being dependent. Susie Glover, you're welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming, Susie. Carmen, thank you very much. Sorry about that. I think I have to do this manual. I don't know where I dropped. Hello, you can watch the background while I come. Let me pick something. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. Thank you very much. So let me put some more light in here. Thank you very much. So please, I hope you people can bear with me so that we can listen to the delve into the topic of today. Are you dependent despite your strength? That is it. Are you dependent despite your strength? Okay? I hope I'm looking good enough for you people, but take me for what I am. Thank you, Carmen. Elegante. You're welcome. Madam Susie Glover, you're welcome. Mina Wadi, you're welcome. Yes, Susie, I think after I was at your place, I went over, after a while, I went over to search where is Mrs. Wadi. I went over to see her, talk about whose prayers are being listened to. so, so that she wouldn't think that I just came there and left. No, I was telling what I heard. Thank you very much, Litas Alves. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I have to tell you what I heard at your place so that you will believe that I came to your place. By the way, Susie, it's very interesting to see that you're doing everything the way it should be. You see, keeping records is very important, and that's the reason why we're having problem in our place today, where we all were born. The inability for accountability. Oh, Jesus Christ, if I is speaking grammar. The inability for accountability is the problem that we have. Thank you very much. Bon dia, Talita Alves. Thank you very much, Carmen, for coming with more houses. Thank you very much. And I hope that the network is clearer today, because I remember last time I was at this position, the network was very bad. Yeah, we understand the ground. I know you've already introduced yourself, and we know that you went to university, no problem. So no, it's just getting used to talking in a special way. So so please keep it up with the accountability. Susie Talitas always says hello, and that's the company of Carmen Mares, the elegante Braziliana Carmen Mares. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And this has always been a theme of Susie Glover. Susie always wants to say one love. I'm just trying to pick the key back. Thank you very much, Aisha Official. Aisha Official, you're welcome. Aisha, you're gonna get your jacket soon. I hope I'm not gonna mess this whole thing up. Aisha, let's show love to each other, so nobody is left in this cold. Yes, the work with the kids was not able to be done today. Why? Because it was raining all day. So we do things outside. The workshops were done outside, and we couldn't do it today. So I'm home today, a little bit disturbed because I would have loved to work today. So I'm working indoors today. Okay, thank you very much. Aisha, take your jacket and yes, give the video a like. Share me if you can, okay? You know, that's it. So the topic is, are you dependent despite your strength? Yes. It is very important. And I think why a lot of people go ahead and start trying to copy others is because they don't know themselves, or try to be dependent so much on others is because they don't know themselves. Okay, sometimes those people, when they receive what they are expecting from another person, they may not be able to even utilize it. Sometimes they receive it, but the bringing it to materialize doesn't work out with them. So, and that's the reason why I'm putting on this topic today. So I can use it also to therapeutize myself, okay? There are lots of potentials in you as an individual. You can always, do something. You can always bring something to the table, no matter who you are, no matter where you find yourself. And that's the big problem that we have today. And that's the reason why I'm asking this question with my topic today. Are you dependent despite your... Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't know if I don't know what Talita Alves is saying, but I know that she's always saying something positive. So I don't know. I'm asking the question, are you, and I'm standing today, I'm not sitting down. Are you dependent despite the fact that you got your strength, despite your strength? This is a topic. And while I'm working on this topic, I'll be playing something here once in a while. I'll be just entertaining you people the much I can. So, are you dependent despite your strength? You never can tell what you have as an energy if you don't task yourself, if you don't try to do something. A lot of people, they succumb to being dependent and not trying things themselves, and that's a big problem. Now, you might be thinking that Ifeanyi is talking about only, personalities or people. No. Ifeanyi is talking about even nations. Nations that are so dependent. Nations that have brought themselves into being the oppressor just because of how dependent they are on energy and things like that. Okay? So it's not just individuals, okay? I'm living in a place where we know that they, Tale Cartwright, thank you very much. Thank you. Obrigado. I'm okay. I hope you're good too. I'm okay. Okay? So, while I'm today talking about this dependency that makes people to have a lot of expectation on other people, I am playing music for you guys. And Yeah. So the topic remains. I'm laughing because the the sequence. Thank you very much, Simone TV. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Simone. Thank you for coming. I hope the family is good. I hope that the special one is good as well. And I keep on telling you people, I work with kids, I work with adults. So sometimes when people complain about, oh, I don't know what I could do if I'm living in another environment with this particular issue or the other, I keep on laughing because things fall in place. The only thing that keeps us from doing the right thing sometimes, thank you to hear that you are well. The only thing that keeps us, away from taking that risk, taking that step is the fear. And that's why the topic today is, are you dependent despite the fact that you got the strength? Are you dependent? I have to come a little bit closer. Are you dependent despite the fact that you got the strength? And because you don't know who you are, and somebody have to remind you that you are created in the image of the Almighty before you even say, "Oh, He is our Father. He is the Creator." Okay, I think I can do it. Don't get yourself reminded. Look into yourself and get yourself walking without no fear, because that's the problem we have today. People are afraid. Let me read. Let me quickly pick up kids. Okay, please do that. Do that. Let them be safe. Do that, Susie Global. Thank you very much. So, yeah, thank you very much. 7 million people in the house. Yes, I'll be playing. And again, I know what is happening out there, okay? I know that most of us here in YouTube, we are very careful to pick up topics. But you people must have noticed that I woke up this morning, and if you go to the Google, there are some AI generated music claiming that somebody like Kelly is singing song for Ibrahim Traore, okay? And the second song is coming from Beyonce. There's another song that is coming from somebody with baby oil. So I don't know what is happening. Somebody is trying to, and you know that I am telling ourselves to be careful about this AI stuff. It's all good. What they are singing, to be, to let the young man breathe and do the work that God has sent him into Africa to do. Yes, they're all good, but I'm just wondering, why is it coming from this particular two individuals? I could accept that of Beyonce, which is, I know is AI generated, but the other two is still questionable. Despite the fact, I still see it as something positive. So it depends on how you see it. But all the same, are you dependent? Despite your what? Your strength. This question is something you have to ask yourself. And that is the time, this is the time when you have to ask yourself, which strength do I have? Which strength is Ifeanyickool talking about? Look into yourself. You're strong. You're such a strong individual. But sometimes because you leave the things that you should be doing for other people to do, you leave it for them. And this brings in expectation. If you become so dependent, you're going to create expectation. Such big expectations brings you to depression. Such big expectation brings you to aggression. You become aggressive because you couldn't get what you want. Okay? Now, somebody somewhere says, no, we are not supposed to be dependent anymore. Because that's what is happening now. And I have to pick up this topic. And it goes to the individual level. Are you dependent? Okay, auf Deutsch, bist du abhängig? Bist du abhängig? Willst du unbedingt, dass alles das für dich getan, dass jemand andere tut, alles für dich? Ich muss das fragen. I have to say that both in German and English. What I'm saying in English is what I'm trying to say. Are you dependent? despite your strength. And each and every one of us, we have that strength. We have that strength. So, and now that our wonderful Simone comes here, I'm talking about people that I've gotten in contact with as a teacher, as auxiliary teacher here, and I knew that they have strength. They have their own strength. They are very intelligent. They may not be able to, express themselves, but they are. Yes, we have the strength. Exactly. We have the strength. I never knew that you're going to come here, Simone. But Simone, I never knew you're going to come here, but this is it. We have the strength, but sometimes because of some element of dependency that is in each one of us, let's get this straight, okay? Let's get this straight. We all are interrelated. We need each other. But over-dependency is what I'm talking about here. Because over-dependency never... Yeah. Say thank you very much, Carmen and Simone. Keeping the chat warm. Thank you. Over-dependency is what I'm talking about here. So are you dependent despite your strength? I said, most of the time, it's always good to come up and then try to make some videos and... thank you very much. Carmen says, Simone Ola, yes. Yes, we have the strength. We have the strength. And that's what and you have the strength also. That's good. That's it. Tali Cartwright, thank you very much. Ola, obrigado. So that's it. So I'm talking about is, this question you have to ask yourself, why am I so dependent on this individual? Because this is what is destroying nations today. This is what is destroying nations today. People are so greedy that they depend on certain things, then they go somewhere stealing it. Yes, they depend so much on those things. Whether it is gold, whether it is diamond, whether it's oil, they go somewhere stealing it, keeping people in perpetual slavery in order to keep on exploitation. And that's what comes out of dependency. Despite the fact that they know they have their own, they could develop things that they can use themselves. Yes, I've been asking myself this question. Really? That's it? Why are we? Why? You see, because there are certain times, it's always good to have a shoulder to lean on, okay? Lean on him. You can always have a shoulder to lean on. Okay? You can always have a shoulder to lean on. That is a very joyful thing. Now that it's cold, I would like to have somebody to push you with, to caress and stuff like that. But you see, it's for a time being. And it's also an interchangeable, feeling. It's always an interchangeable feeling. It's not something that is perpetual. Once it becomes perpetual, then your greed will grow, your laziness will grow, and you will become nothing. What results out of it is aggression. What results out of it is aggression. So without having to mention the particular areas, I will touch on that because it's a social problem that we have today. The social problem that we have today is the greed of a nation trying to overtake the other one because of the raw materials in it. Somebody may be asking, what are you talking about? Are you now talking about politics? I'm not talking about politics. But to avoid boring you people, I will always use the same concept to say something positive because this is important. You know the song. You can sing it in your head. I only have to ignite that light in you so that you can sing that song, okay? Okay? Mina Ward is in office and she was talking about prayers of the evils I never answered. I know that God loves us all and I think she has a point there Okay, so that's the reason why I'm asking that individual that has become aggressive because of the expectation from another person or from another country, from another continent. That expectation, when it is not fulfilled, you start conspiracy theory. You start taking down the government, killing people, calling it collateral damages. The same thing happens in a minute, in a unit, in a small, minute portion. You as individual, are you dependent? Are you so dependent that you allow yourself to be that lazy, not to be able to create? That's the question today. There's nothing wrong with leaning on somebody, but appreciating the person also. And that's the topic that we have today. I will be entertaining with people. I will entertaining the much I can, but we have to remind you people there is something wrong about somebody being so dependent on diamond, on gold, on oil, and it happens even in the family circle. Okay? It happens even in the family circle, not internationally, but familiarly, so to say. So that's it. We have strength. Now let me tell you. You might be asking me, oh, if Europe was never in the colonization and exploitation, they would die of cold. No, no, no. Could you believe that the first street lights in London was methane gas? It was torch. It was oil from refuses. This is the problem. People don't know that there's energy everywhere. It depends on how you want to harness it. But what am I talking about? I'll be using these examples, but making it so insignificant that you don't think that I'm talking about politics. Because that's what we're doing here. We're always afraid to speak so that we will not be sanctioned. So, but don't be afraid to speak. Tell people not to be dependent. It's out of their dependency that they become so lazy and oppressive. And that's the topic of today. And I don't think, as Mina Modi says, I don't think that this individual's prayer could be answered. And that's why it has never worked. Can you imagine how many years that the exploitation has been going on? And the individuals should learn from this. Individuals should learn from this. For over 400 years, for more than almost 600 years now, there has been a place that is being exploited, but still, the person exploiting has not even gotten enough. Does it not tell you something? Does it not tell you something that it doesn't work? It doesn't work. It cannot work. Expecting something else, exploitation doesn't work. Looking beside you. That's why I keep on telling you people, one of my best books is The Alchemist. One of my best books is The Alchemist. When I'm here, I always look around. This fell down now, and I thought maybe something is moving behind me. Okay? One of my best books is from Coelho, okay? Paulo Coelho. The Alchemist is about the best. This individual went all the way from Spain, through Morocco, through Sudan, to Egypt, but never knew. Simone, you can laugh it off. Simone, you can laugh it off. So this individual, this shepherd, went all the way from Spain down up to Morocco, staying some time there, going through the desert, going up to Egypt. When he got to Egypt, he was looking for the alchemist who can turn, coal into money, stone into money. Not knowing that he has in his own backyard, here in Spain. You better go read that book. Go read The Alchemist. It's a very interesting book. I've not read for a long time, but I always remember when I read The Alchemist. Okay? So, and that's the thing. So why is it still necessary to be dependent, despite the fact that you got strength? And that's why I keep on preaching. That's why I keep on preaching this. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, yes, be careful how dependent you want yourself to be. Be careful. Let nothing make you dependent. Thank you, Black. Thank you for showing up. Thank you very much. I appreciate your presence. Thank you very much. Okay? So, we'll be playing part of this. The reason is that I want to entertain you people and at the same time, wake up your spirit. Tell the person around you, don't be dependent. Think about your spirit. Your strength. You are strength. Everybody has the energy. You see, because of the easy exploitation that has been going on, people can go into countries and exploit them, take their gold, their diamond and everything. Or you take the things of your brothers and sisters, what they are bringing from diaspora. You use it anyhow. When the inflation comes, you don't have any anymore. Because it is said in my modern tongue, the fruit that the blind got with his leg, when it is finished, he may not be able to see another one to get. So when you get those fruits, you keep it, you multiply it. So why are you still dependent when you had the opportunity? Why are you still dependent when you have the opportunity to have received? At least, if you said that these resources are for everyone, for the humans, why don't you keep it? Why don't you reinvest it? Why don't you develop? Why is it that you are developing only your area and eventually when the immigration start going on, the migration, transcontinental migration start taking place, you say, people are coming to us. People are coming to you because it's natural. You stole to make your place well. Instead of making the same place, you got those things well. I have to talk about it, but we are talking about with love. Okay? We are talking about it with love. So, and now I'm going to play something. People, I woke up this morning. Let me tell you, you might be asking, what prompted Ifeanyi's topic today? I woke up this morning and I saw some people playing music, AI-generated music, claiming that it was being played for Ibrahim Traore. Okay? Which is not bad, I think you people have recognized this cap ever since, So let me play something for you guys on the drums, okay? Are you dependent despite the fact that you have the strength? Thank you very much, Black. Are you dependent? Despite the fact that you have strength. thanks to Black for the super chat. Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, it has to be asked, Ifeanyickool, what kind of dependency are you talking about? I'm talking about the dependency that could make a nation overrule another nation. The dependency that could make an individual to, thank you very much, an individual to be so dependent that he feels or that she feels entitled to be given all the time. And it happens not just internationally, it happens also in the family system. There are people, and the funny thing is that these people, they don't bring mostly nothing to the table. We've seen it. Okay, we're not talking about politics here. We're talking about the social, the antisocial effect of most of our actions, be it as a governmental body or as an individual. You see, when you're dependent, the disadvantage is not on that person giving you. The disadvantage is on yourself because your strength is neglected. Your strength is neglected. Remember when we were growing up, when the child wants to walk and is trying to walk, you say, allow him to fall so that that is it. Because we know there is potential in that child who is trying to work. So while you're walking, you're learning, you're developing new ideas. When you're working, as they would say in some dialect, when you're working, you're also developing new ideas and progressing. So why would you be that dependent? And you people might be saying, let's use two examples, practical examples. Why would the world be so dependent on Africa and Africa is not developing? Okay? Why? Why are they too dependent? You know, if I were Europe, I could have just developed the whole Mediterranean down to Africa where the raw materials, and that's what I would have done. And today you will not be having, issues of immigration. Let's say it. This is not politics. This is the social problem. Families are being torn apart. Okay? Long distance relationship that end up bringing somebody to even kill. Anyway, no. Okay. All right. But you see what is happening in the news. Somebody comes back from a long distance and notices that everything that he wanted done for him was never done for him. He's been cheated. You've heard the news. You've seen it. And that's the reason why we are here, to tell you that you got potential in yourself. Thank you very much, Black. Thank you very much. Danke vielmals. Vielen Dank. Okay? So, why would you be that dependent that you become so aggressive? Because you want to protect a nation that is moving forward after just 6 months of the exit. This individual has bought tractors, producing its own food and everything. Why wouldn't you just accept to let go, to stop being a parasite and claiming that the others are the parasite? Why don't you stop it? This is what greed that comes out of dependency happens, brings about. And that's the reason of talking it. This is social media, and we do social commentary here. And that social commentary that if is coming from this channel with creative contributions as well is, why would you be so dependent despite the fact that you got your strength as well? That is it. Thank you, Simone TV. Thank you. Yeah, she's going to be back. She's a very busy person helping across board. Yeah, thank you very much. So this is the question of today. I'm asking that to the government, I'm asking that to nations, I'm asking that to individuals. Why would you be so dependent despite the fact that you got your own strength? Laziness sometimes, greed sometimes. Thank you, Tale Cartwright. Obrigado, obrigado. So does these questions we have to be coming up from time to time, because we have to be asking ourselves. When we ask ourselves this question, it will help us to be careful. When instead of becoming too much of a burden, too much of a parasite, which will reduce our own potentials, we start thinking about love. Why? I think, why am I supposed to be dependent so much on the person? Let me try something myself. I'm not saying that having a shoulder to lean on is a bad one. That's not the topic. The topic is you reduce your own potentiality the moment you allow dependency to be in your life, to be part of your life. That's the topic. You reduce. Energies are being produced here today in Europe, despite the fact that because of energy, a lot of environmental problem has taken place. One of the biggest environmental problem was trying to take wood out of North Africa. And you see what it resulted to today. Desertification. Desertification is the result of that dependency. Let's talk about it. Okay? Now, it went ahead to so-called transatlantic trade, which was never a trade. It was a submission, and a forceful submission. That's what happened. So the same thing, let's put it down to individuals. I know that today, if I'm going to concentrate on using AI to create my music, my own ideas may not work anymore. I think we're going to get tired of it. You see what happened to the music of the 80s and 90s. That's the music that is being replayed back. All the covers, the best covers are coming. Because let me tell you the truth. The record companies will never allow just AI to be winning. Because they have the right, they have the radio houses. So that's another problem. So I'm not going to be dependent on the AI, artificial intelligence, to produce my music. I have to go back to the organic production. So if you do that, it will happen. The so-called modern music, if I ask you to say a word, to name 10 music that is popular today, you hardly can say that, despite the fact that it's our generation, okay? But going back to the days of our fathers, and going back to the days in 80s and 90s, you can name, you still can talk about Let's Get It On, okay? You can still go and talk about One Love, you can say No Woman, No Cry. You keep on counting it, okay? It's some cruising from Smokey Robinson, for example. You keep on talking about things that, lyrics, okay? Turn your light down low, has been done. This is the second time that it's been done, okay? Lauryn Hill, for example. So you keep on seeing that those music that has stories to tell, those music that are very strong, they're still going to be repeated in future. But the one that is created by AI may not. Yes, it may not. Because the record companies will not push it on. It's just about few record companies that owns the whole thing that happens in radios around the world. So be careful when you become so dependent on using AI to produce your music. So don't be too dependent, so that your creativity, your potentiality will come up. That's what I'm talking about. This is not just about individuals. We are talking about people who have done things that is deplorable, okay, because of their dependency. Yeah, it's cold in Europe. We have needs. We need energy. Before you know it, the Sahara Desert was formed from nowhere. And this energy need is still driving a lot of people crazy, despite the fact that the energy is everywhere. Yes, you might say that the sun doesn't shine all through the year, but you can store it. You can store it. So what I'm trying to, thank you very much, Simone TV. What I'm trying to say today is we have to take this international topic, bring it back home to ourselves and ask ourselves, why am I so dependent? Why should I be so dependent when I know for sure there is something in me? Remember that there in your Bible, for those of you that is now reading Bible, because I've read it too much, while I was growing up. It is. How I read it, I wouldn't tell you people because it was like a forceful thing as well. So, but let's leave it there. So it is said that the belief, the faith without work is what? Is told. German is always coming up. Is death. The faith without work is death. Faith with no work, no practicality is death. So what do you do about it? You live your faith, you live what you got, what you believe, what you can do. You never tried anything, you depend on somebody. It's gonna bring disappointment. It's gonna bring depression. It's gonna bring aggression. I noticed that. There are so much aggression out there because what you expected from that person, he's not doing it. We have to be careful. We all are created with a lot of creativity. That's what I wanted to share with you. What I wanted to share with you people. I've been thinking about it yesterday. How are you gonna go live and then play your drums and say, why don't you pick up a topic? I just thought about it. I say, oh, look, things are happening. Somebody wants to be special and develop his nation. And some people, because of their dependency on free gold, diamond, cobalt, everything that comes from the soil, you want to destroy other people's life. It's not fair. It's not fair. I want us to look at those broader views and bring it back to ourselves and tell ourselves, please, may the Almighty not allow me to be that dependent that I will be destructive. May the Almighty not allow me to be that dependent that I will be destructive. You see, I have the opportunity. I'm not more a toddler. I have the opportunity of meeting sometimes people in politics here, and I tell her, look, you people keep on looking at the problem from the top. The problem is you never had a good foreign policy, and that's the reason So the chicken is coming to roast, or the hen is coming to roast right now. That's it. Humans are same. They're going to move to where they think is better. The problem is the same thing. That person moving to where he thinks is better. Are you sure you're not neglecting your potentiality? Are you sure you're not neglecting your potentiality in that particular place you're trying to live? It could be funny. When you look into it, you find that it could be funny. It could be funny because we keep on thinking it's better elsewhere. Just like the story of the alchemist. But you never knew that what you wanted is there. You see, there are basics in life. Once you're breathing, once you can feed yourself to some extent, once you have shelter, these three basics, you got it all. You can now multiply from there. Don't talk about opportunities when it has to come from foreign. Not at all. No. It's toxic. It's toxic. It seems easier, but it's not. Look at what plastic is doing in our various countries. Look at how people are trying to save themselves from plastic. Plastic is a plague. But it's one of the easiest things that you can use to make as a bag, do whatever you want to do. But look around you. So be careful when you become so dependent on something. And that's the reason why Ifeanyi came up today with this topic. Are you dependent despite your strength? Ifeanyi is here. Oh, he's here. Ifeanyi is here. Thank you very much, Simone. Oh, he's here. I hope you are with me. Ifeanyi brings good tidings. Ifeanyi is here. Ifeanyi is here. Oh, is here. You and I are going, yeah, going to Zion, yeah. Don't be, don't be, don't be, don't be dependent, despite your strength. Don't be, just become independent. Try to use your potentials to do things that you know by trial and failing and trial, you succeed. There's always joy in the proceeds when you overcome the process. Let me say it again. There's always joy in proceed and you overcome the difficulties in the process. There's always joy in the proceed when you overcome the difficulties in the process. Ifeanyi is here. To entertain you. Don't be too dependent, despite your strength. Don't be too dependent, despite your strength. Ifeanyi is here. To entertain you. There is always joy in the proceed when you overcome the difficulties in the process. There is always joy in the proceed when you overcome the difficulties in the process. That's why you have to do it yourself. That's why you have to try to do it yourself. Okay? Helping hands is always interesting because we are interrelated. There's no way we can do it all alone. No. Yes, Even when you're producing so that some other person is going to buy. So you have that interrelationship. That's also a help. If you produce and nobody's buying, it's a problem. Okay? So if you render services and nobody's asking for it, it's also a problem. So we are really, somewhat dependent on each other, but not in a habitual manner of that is destructive. No, not in a habitual manner that is destructive. We have to be careful. And that's the topic of today. Why become dependent when you have the strength? Because dependency is going to reduce your potentiality. And once it reduces it, and nobody helps, nobody gives, you will come up with aggression. You will become the major somewhere planning to overthrow another government. You will become a nagging friend. You become a nagging child. You become a nagging husband. You become a nagging girlfriend, a nagging boyfriend. It can happen to anyone. So check yourself. Keep on thinking about what can I do? Look, let me try my hand in this. Be creative in your own thoughts. Bring something to the table. And sometimes all you need is to bring love in the table. You don't need to bring money. Nobody's asking you, to bring money. You bring love. You bring good feelings, and then you bring in acceptability, the way to become absorbent of knowledge. That's what you can bring in the table. So that when you try to interpret what you've learned, you will be productive. That's the topic of today. Don't be too dependent that we now reduce your potentiality. That's the thing. Your dependency is not just a problem on the person, on the country, on the nation, on the continent that you're being dependent on. It's not that. Your dependency is also a problem to you. Right now, in Europe, we have lesser handwork. People that does handwork. That's the problem we have today. There are lesser plumbers. And then Europe needs plumbers. Europe needs caretakers. Hospital carers. We need it here today. Why? Because of a dependency on an economy that can only bring money without doing much. Yes, that's the reason. So education is now based, the major education goes in management, people that will manage the poor people that are working. And that's dependency. So most people are no more learning how to become this or that has to do with handwork. So while we are talking about this and we are looking at the national level, at the international level, we should be bringing it back to our persons, So tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your child not to be too dependent. Not to be too dependent, because if he or she does that, it will be hard for him to develop. It will be hard for her to develop. Okay? So this is very important. I thought about it. If you look around, you see that I try going live on a topic of thievery, copyright and stuff like that. But today, it's also embodied in this topic, because most of the people that wants to steal, they are stealing because that's one of the attributes of dependency, because he thinks he can just take it. He can just claim it seems like it is mine. That's thievery. It comes from dependency. Somebody that developed a software to monitor other people's. So if you hear something like, he say, oh, that's something that my client played, and you want to cash in money, and that client received maybe 1 cent afterwards. That's thievery, and it happens from dependency. There are people whose lives are built on dependency. Yes, there are people whose lives are built on dependency. And these are the people that will not allow you to be free, because they are like parasites who wouldn't allow. I mean, the funny thing is that some parasites are stupid. Some parasites are stupid. And it's only in nature that most of the parasite doesn't kill. Do you know that? Do you know that there are some parasites we have in us, the ones that they call good bacteria? They don't kill the individual. It's only in nature. It's only in nature that you hardly have a parasite that doesn't kill the individual immediately. But the other parasite, the nationalistic tendency that is in the mind of somebody who thinks, oh, we can go to Africa, we mine their cobalt, we mine their uranium, we mine everything. You people might be thinking, if you are concentrating, it's not a political topic. It's a human bad character that has to be called out. That's what I'm talking about here. It's a human bad character that has to be called out. And that's the reason why I'm likening it to a parasite. It's only in nature that most parasite doesn't kill. It doesn't kill the individual. It doesn't kill the animal. The animal keeps on living so that they can continue, parasiting. But the funny thing is that you see, some of these parasites in real life, they will go to a place, they will see that the people are dying of malnutrition. Their rule of engagement is destroying the environment, and they continue. They continue. I mean, I don't know why some humans are the way they are. But I'm telling them to be careful, because they are losing their own creativity. Because we all are created by the Almighty. We all are created, we all have ideas, good ideas to prosper in our different quarters. So if somebody comes around and leaves it and goes elsewhere because it's easy to exploit other people, become a parasite that kills. Anyway, I think the advantage would be that when the people of that nation that is being exploited are killed, or I don't know how to put it, when, I'm not saying, when they are no more, let's put it that way. When they are no more, it means that they will now overtake the land. But another thing is that any place that another people cannot live in, you cannot live there. You people heard what happened here in Europe, the Chernobyl, nuclear explosion. You saw what happened here. It's just recently that the area is recovering, but still, it's not yet a place that people can live because of the deformation that happened when that nuclear problem happened. The Chernobyl, I think you people can Google it and see yourself. So when you destroy a place where another human is living, you cannot live there just because of your dependency. And that's what we're going to bring down to our own private lives. Do not be that greedy to be so dependent that you cannot think about other ways of doing things. People are getting surprised about electric vehicles and stuff like that, or maybe frequency powered vehicles. It has always been there. It's natural stuff, but we left it just because we want to be dependent. When you do that, you lose your own creative potential. And that's the reason of bringing up. Thank you very much, Aliswa. Yes, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Aliswa. Happy birthday to you. Hip, hip, hip. Hurrah! Hip, 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 hurrah! Hip, 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 Pura. Yes, I have to come over to Alice once, and I've already went around telling people go and say something to Alice. Just pick one of her videos, you know. Okay, Alice, I cannot play you this now. I'm trying to, but Alice, did you get that? You see, I'm in another frequency right now. So, Alice, congratulations to your birthday. I've already come to one of again. Okay, let me try it again. So everyone in the house, please say happy birthday to Aliswa. She is +1 today. Don't ask me how old she is, because here we don't talk about getting old. We get golden. Gold is the topic here. Okay, sorry. That's it. So let's try it now. I think I've gotten it once again. Thank you very much. I was at Netachov, and I told Netachov that you better tell the people to go over and say happy birthday to Alice. He said, when is she going live? I said, no, you have to just go there, pick one of the videos, watch the videos, and drop a happy birthday. That's the best thing that you can do for Alice. So please, yes, thank you very much. Still here listening. Simone TV, please say happy birthday to Alice. She is +1 today. We celebrated yours just some weeks back, Simone. And today is Alice. Please. So Alice, I'm gonna do it again because I will do it good for you. At least I'm gonna do it once again, just like the video that is buffering. I'm gonna do it once again, special for you. And this time around, the volume is gonna go high. Sorry, I'm nervous. I'm put on a spot. I never knew that Alice is gonna show up here. So let me do it again. I'm sorry, I'm gonna do it good. I did it. I did it. I did it. Can somebody write one love to Alice for Alice? One love. One love. One love for Alice. So you have to be thankful to the Almighty when you are playing certain popular songs wrongly, because if you play it right, they will strike you. So thank you very much, Alice. What Simon says, one love. Thank you very much. So thank you very much, Alice. Alice, congratulations. We wish you a very pleasant, happy birthday. I don't know if it's raining in Spain today. It has been raining since yesterday. I couldn't go to work today because our artist artist caravan. We have an artist caravan. We go to different children's playground and we show them how to do some painting, how to do some handwork, just bringing creativity into the playgrounds. That's what we're doing. So, but this time around we couldn't do it today. So we're gonna do it tomorrow because it has to run for the next 2-3 months. So hopefully we're gonna do it tomorrow. Okay. So I decided to come up here. I'm glad. Yes, it's raining here. Oh, has stopped raining. Okay, yeah, it's still raining here. It's still showering here, and that's the reason I should have been here. By this time, I should have been at workplace. This would have been my first 1 hour at workplace, but they called me and said, no, Ifeanyi, you cannot come. Oh, okay, so we are actually gonna be yeah, it's still cloudy and rainy here. So we'll be meeting tomorrow, and I hope that the children will enjoy the program that we prepared for them. You know, there are lots of handwork that we are teaching the children when we go to these playgrounds. Okay, thank you very much for coming, Alice. So the topic of today is: are you dependent despite your strength? And I decided to stand, to do to stand to do the show today, despite your strength. Yeah. Thank you very much, Alice. Wow. So are you dependent despite your strength? Are you dependent? That's the question that I'm asking with my topic today. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. What you see, it's a job. It's a job on wage. It's from the state, but it's a wage job. So I don't know if they're gonna pay. I don't think they're gonna pay 50%. They're gonna pay full. So that's another thing. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm teaching privately 2 times this week, so at least I will make my week's worth. As God would have it. So yeah. It's a little bit. Dependent on what? So Alice, the thing is this: the dependent on what? That's dependent on another person. Are you dependent? Are we dependent on another person? And it's not about only the individuals. You can see what is happening now. Some colonial masters are still holding on to other people. So if you see my beret, what I'm wearing, you will know the area I'm talking about. But we are not meant to come to social media and discuss with little facts over certain things, and that's the reason why we should be using that as references. We are not talking about it. It's not politics, but we are talking about using it as reference. The reason why some of these exploiters has always kept on exploiting is because of their dependency, and they've even forgotten. You're living in a place where people drew the international route and made it to pass always through Europe. That's what Spain and Portugal got. That's the contribution of Spain and Portugal. So instead of going from Lagos to Sao Paulo, which is just a direct line, you have to go north first before going west. Is it not crazy? That's dependency. That's dependency. That's what dependency causes. And dependency makes an individual not to know its own full potential. That's what happens. So I will remove it from the international forum and bring it down to individual forum. When an individual is being fed all the time without him being allowed to know how to fish, he will remain dependent all his or her lives. So if I find myself becoming dependent, yes. So if I find myself becoming dependent, or somehow I should ask myself, what am I giving? What am I pushing forward? What am I going to do? Because becoming dependent for a long time on any category makes you redundant. Thank you, Carmen Maris. Thank you. So, Carmen, Aliswa have birthday today. So you can say hola to Aliswa. Thank you very much, Carmen. Why don't we make it as combined talk? Yeah, we can do that. The issue that I have right now is I've not gotten this. I didn't set this going live with somebody. So this topic we can talk some other time. Just keep it in mind. We have to reactivate our WhatsApp once again, and we can talk, because I've been hoping to have some reasonable individuals who I could go live, from time to time. Yes, that's we go live together, and we just share together. Yes, that's what we're gonna be doing. That's what we're gonna be doing. I wish to do that. Let's reactivate. Just send me, if you still got that line you used in helping me out during the restream. Just send me a message so that I can see it in my new phone. I have a new phone now. I don't know why I have to spend so much money for iPhone 16 Pro Max. But you see, we need it. I don't have to be carrying, what do you call it, power bank around. So, and again, the video production is very beautiful. So, by the way, that topic, we can elaborate it together. It's very important. It's very important. And I believe that you're a teacher, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I use an example, a pedagogic example today. If you want a child to walk while a toddler is going on, what you do is you allow the child to try to learn how to balance. Okay? We can either stream, yard, or direct. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, but I will need you to once ask. Yes, yes, or use direct. Yes, I will need you to just tell me through WhatsApp what to do. You see, and that's the topic of dependency. After you taught me how to go with the restream, I've never called you again to ask you. So dependency is limited. So that's what I'm begging people with this topic today. The dependency has to be limited so that you can also bring in something and not allow your creativity to go redundant, to become dormant, to become inactive. This is the problem of dependency. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people don't understand it. I used a pedagogic example. You want a child to grow, to walk, to take a walk, take steps, and move around. All you need to do is to stand the child, give the child the feeling that it's okay. You're not going to fall. Put the first step up. And sometimes the child doesn't understand what you're doing, and the child will just walk automatic towards you. That's a pedagogic, very physical training, pedagogic aspect of human life, and that shows non-dependency at work. Non-dependency at work. And that's the topic today. So, yes, Ifeanyi doesn't go live all the time in front of the camera. The reason is when I don't have anything to show you people, it's so difficult for me to come up here. Okay, so let's celebrate Aliswa once more. So I'll have to, I think I have to mark my keys. I never learned how to play this thing. So Alice is saying, some people are really doing great via multiple. Yes, they are. And that's the reason why, if they are, it's very important. It's very important. It's very important. The thing is that the multiple live, people should agree and again go live together and connect together so that everybody would, we can tell people, go check my co-host out, and it works. It works. I think that's the reason. And again, you spend a long time, you spend a longer time interacting with people. The double public is seeing you. It's not like right now we have how many people do we have in the chat right now? About 3 people, in the chat. If we had about 6 people on your own chat, even though they don't, or you have 10 people on your own side, you still would have to say, oh, who is this Aliswa? Let me go check her out. So that's it. It helps. It helps. And again, it also shows that we are collaborating. Yeah. It also shows that we are collaborating. I've been asking the master of Ragus. I've been hoping that we could meet because he's not far from me. But everyone has their own situation. So yes, hopefully we can meet when the weather is better. We can meet at parks and stuff like that. Yeah. So yes, it is important. It's important. So that's the topic. Let's celebrate Aliswa once more. So happy birthday to Aliswa. Everyone in the house say happy birthday to Aliswa. Thank you very much. Mucho gracias, Aliswa, for coming over to my space. And again, your idea is very good. I don't know why, but what you just said is the best thing that could happen to us. We could go live once in a while and again interact with each other and again bring our public to get to know each other. And I think our public needs that. Okay, our public needs that. By the road to 4,000 subscribers, they need something. They need action. They need to, when they see you, they see that you're talking with somebody, and they will come up and say, "Oh, what are they talking about?" Okay. No, 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 no politics. Yeah. No politics. No, 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 no. It's not politics. That's the thing. I keep on telling you guys, it's not politics. This is just a character thing. Being dependent is a social problem. And again, we can always thank you very much. Just Kina is in the house. Thank you very much, Just Kina. Thank you, Just Kina. Please say happy birthday to Aliswa. Thank you, Just Kina. Just Kina, I'm really glad to see you here. How are you? I hope the family is doing fine. Yes. Yeah. How are you, my friend? Says Just Kina. Thank you. I'm okay, and I hope you're good too. So the topic of today is how dependency could make somebody lose its own creative potentiality. And thank you. I'm glad to hear that you're good. I'm glad to hear that you're happy birthday, says Just Kina to Aliswa. So I decided to come and I wanted to stand all through today so that I can play drums and I can play. Okay, that's why I did that. I'm standing today. Always good to see. Thank you very much. I feel happier now. I could have been at work. I was supposed to have what we call it. Let me tell you people what we do at this season. We call it play boss. It's a trailer, play trailer. Let's put it that way. It's a kind of taking, handcraft to the children in their respective playgrounds. Okay, I told you people I'm living where the Munich airport is, but the area is called Freisen. And that is one place that you can never go out of job. So some people register as unemployment, and before they could get home, they will be called and told there's a job for them. So it is a place you cannot play the unemployment trick. And that's very good because I don't mind devil's workshop, they say. Okay. So we are there through the state program, we are there to help the children whose parents are at workplace to keep them busy, whether in their schools, but mostly when in the playground. So, but today it rained, so I stayed home. I was asked to stay home, and tomorrow we're gonna meet again. Thank you for the likes, everyone. Thank you. The topic of today is dependency. How does dependency make you less creative? Yes, it has happened. And why am I talking? I came up this morning and I saw a lot of AI generated music using popular names to claim that they are playing for in support for Ibrahim Traore. Okay? Which is not bad, but there are two questionable characters that their song is going on air right now. But it's okay. If somebody repents and decides to do something good, that's very good. But I still would like this dependency to be a topic, and I'm hoping that we should discuss it one of these days as a combined live stream. The topic is dependent. Are you dependent despite your strength? A lot of people, loses their strength, forget their potentiality when they do what? When they become so dependent. A lot of people do that. Some of us are parents, we know how we try to allow the child to work, to allow the child to grow without having to be dependent all the time on us. Okay, you can put on your clothes yourself, and the child will learn how to do it. Before you know it, he grows up to be a fashion designer. Before you know it, he grows up to be a good father, a good mother, a good teacher, okay, a good organizer. And this is what happens when a child is not left with that inborn selfishness to just allow other people to do something for him or her. And I'm asking, is it what is happening to, oh, great, Juba is in the house. Bless up me, brother. Bless up, Juba. You're welcome. Thank you very much, Juba, for blessing my occasion. Juba, thank you. Juba, say happy birthday to Alice Wa. Juba, greetings, Wagwan, me brethren. I hope everything is all right there. I have put on my computer so that you can get ads. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope your work space was good for you today and they celebrated you as well. So Netechov was asking me, yes, thank you very much. So Netechov was asking me, when is she going live? Is she going to celebrate? I said, she's celebrating all week. All you need to do is just go watch one of her videos, and again, okay, yes, I think that could happen. So watch one of our videos, and I went ahead and did it. I think she may probably have done it at the same time. And yes, Unfiltered was at her space as well. So thank you very much. The topic of today is dependency. Okay, dependency. Okay, and you see, for those of us, Juba is here now. For those of us that read the Bible, and Mina Wandi was here at the beginning. For those of us that have read the Bible and understands the good aspect of the Bible, knows that when he said, "Yes, my Lord, we've been here all morning from 4 a.m. till now, we've not caught anything," and he said, "If you believe, cast your net into the ocean. But from today, I'm no more gonna allow you to be just fishers. I'm gonna make you fishers of men." Fishers of men. So you see, he saw the potential in these people because they believed him and they cast their net into the ocean and drew more than what they've could have drawn throughout the week in one throw. So yes, yesterday's word of God. Yes, yes, yeah. So Mina Wadi was here as well. So that's it. If he never knew their potentials, he would never. And then he went ahead and told them, "Look, the fishers of men is what you're gonna become, not just fishers." Okay. Now the reason why I'm bringing this up is for us to know that each of us has potential, but the moment we become so dependent, there is no way that we can utilize our potentiality. And when you can bring anything, when you think you can bring anything practical, bring love. Okay, I'm messing it up. And that's the reason why I'm gonna go now, because we are celebrating our Liswa. I'm gonna play something now. Yes, Juba, thank you very much for showing up. So let's do this. Thank you very much. Happy birthday, says Juba. How are you doing, Juba? That is from Aliswa. celebrating somebody interesting today and at the same time discussing what do I do when I live my own potentiality. What do I do? And Juba says, I am good. I'm okay. Thank you. We're glad to hear that, Juba. Juba, I hope you're doing fine. Juba, I was able to see Why Rich again online, and I hope that everyone out there in the yard is good. I hope that everyone in the yard is doing good. I hope you are doing good, especially Juba. Juba, I've not been. Thank you, Simone TV. Thank you very much. I'm going to play that again. Thank you very much for the likes. Thank you very much. Wonderful people. 6 million people in the house. Juba is in the house. Juba Bruce Love TV is in the house. That is one brethren of mine who is in the my best Caribbean island, Jamaica, the Yardi. Thank you very much, Juba. Thank you very much. And Aliswa, it's your day. It's your day. Happy birthday, sis. Thank you very much. Yes, we're going to talk about once in a while, if not anything, once in a while. We start with once a week. We can do it, I'm just that person that doesn't like, in the night, those late stuff. But whenever I see some of you guys, I just hang out for a while, or sometimes just leave one of the devices for that. But it's okay. We're going to find a balanced timing for that. It's Just Kina is in the house. Just Kina is in the house as well. Thank you. Simone TV is in the house. Simone TV is in the house. You people know there are big names in the music industry, like the name of Nina Simons, all right? I think you people know that. And we have Rob. That could be Rob Orbanks. Thank you very much, Rob Orbanks. Thank you very much. Ifeanyi is trying to see his sight energy. But I know Rob, when Rob comes, I know that could be wrong. Let me put on my glasses so that I don't call another person's name. Where is the color? I have a color. I've already made it a point of whenever I come to you people, I will come with anyway. Let me use the one that is nearer here. So that is Juba Rob Banks. Yeah, I know his name. So thank you very much, Rob. Rob, today's topic is very interesting. It's dependency, what the adverse effect of dependency. And it's because of dependency that, Rob, I know this is your topic, okay? Rob, by the way, let me explain to you what I'm doing here. I'm not just fooling around. I want to entertain, but at the same time, I have to talk sense into some people because that's what you do. Rob, I woke up this morning and I saw that about 17 hours ago, music were sent out in support of Ibrahim Traore. We are not talking about politics here. What we are talking about is social effect, the adverse effect of some bad polity. And now there is music coming up to affect, the public relationship. And I say, okay, that music is very interesting, but there's an AI-generated music with the name of R. Kelly. You saw that, you must have seen it. You can go check that out. And there's another one, from the baby oil, factory. But two of the most interesting one, because there were three of them already that I've seen already. There's one of Beyonce. There's the one from from R. Kelly, and there's one from the baby oil factories. So, and I keep on wondering. Anyway, it's all good if somebody repents and said, "Okay, I'm here, I'm out here," but I wonder why the AI generated music. I mean, why? I mean, they could send some millions down to Ibrahim Toure, and that's what we've been talking about. Icon has talked about it. There is no better place to invest, where you can own it yourself. But let's leave it here and talk about the topic and see the relationship, with the topic that I'm diving into. Rob is laughing. Baby oil, exactly. So I'm gonna read that because, Rob, this is your topic. I know. That's an excellent question. I think it's doing too much. Exactly. So I mean, yes, Rob, it's your topic, and I know that I should leave it for you. But look at the aspect that I'm coming in here now. Dependency reduces your potentiality. If somebody is too much dependent, and that's the problem of where I'm living. I'm living in a place where people went on to be dependent on raw stuffs, raw materials, coming from particular place. And they never cared. From the Romanistic time, they just took all the forestry, and that's why you have the desert, the Sahara Desert. Okay? It was deforestation that caused Sahara Desert. And so goes on and on. And it makes them not to see the potential they have here. And that's why I'm telling you people to go read The Alchemist. The Alchemist is a very interesting book because the young shepherd that left here in Spain and went that's where Aliswa is staying. By the way, say happy birthday to Aliswa. We are celebrating her. Yes. So why should somebody be so dependent that the person never thought about building also where he's getting the raw materials? And any time that somebody, says no, you have to remove the mouth from the breast that is feeding you, they will now become aggressive. I'm talking about the social adverse effect of it. I'm not talking about politics. The social aspect. Right now, we are lacking hand workers in Europe. Hand workers are scarce here because everybody wants to be administrator. Everybody wants to be the person that will control, foreign affairs and stuff like that. Foreign affairs of exploitation. You see that? That's the reason why I thought, come up today, my dear, and talk about this dependency, which makes you not to realize your strength. There's energy everywhere. But dependency can make you not live your full potential life. That is it. The Alchemist, exactly. You know what I'm talking about. The Alchemist from Paulo Coelho. Yeah, I can't pronounce that name well. Okay? So, I'm begging you people now to ask yourself, am I being too dependent? Because we've seen that 500 years of dependency has not even helped Europe and America. It's a pity because I know the world belongs to all of us. But exploitation out of dependency never allows you to reach your potentiality. That is what I'm talking about. The same thing. I'm laughing over it, but it's because I've come to that realization that I've never wanted it to become that, that dependent. I never wanted. I wanted to do something. Oh, your dad is well to do. Why are you not, where are you going in? Blah, 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 blah. I said, look, I want to explore myself. I want to explore. I want to put something also on the table. It's controversy right now because a group of people who are dependent are still weighing my contribution. Nobody can compare me with my dad. My dad did his own part, and I respect what he did. He did too much. I mean, with the time that he was, doing all these things, I cannot compare myself. So let's put it this way. Dependency is a disease. It's out of dependency that somebody has been exploiting somebody's raw material for years and has never been satisfied, and never knew that the energy that he's looking for elsewhere is also here. That's the alchemist. Read it. I like creative heads. The way they tell stories, how the head and left went through the desert. I can see the symbols of exploitation in this single protagonist in that novel. So, and today I realize that being too dependent, it's only in humans that when somebody becomes so a parasite, that person doesn't let go. But see, is it economic? Does it have any economic advantage? When you suck somebody that is feeding you to death, where is the breast to suck? Where's the breast milk to suck when you finish the person? And this is the question that we should be able to ask ourselves. We don't do that. And that's why I pray that we can bring in love. So I have to mess it up so that nobody will tell. You know what I'm trying to play. So you can bring in that. Bring in one love so that you don't be so exploitative. Dependency makes you aggressive. Dependency makes you inhuman. Dependency because you keep on sucking. Look, in human beings, there are bacteria that are good bacteria. They don't kill the individual. Because they know that when the individual dies, they don't have anything to do to parasite on anymore. Yeah, ask yourself, are there good bacteria? Yes, there are good bacteria. They are in form of enzymes. They have to be there in order to help the individual to grow, so that the individual will still remain their own source of feeding. They don't kill the individual. Thank you very much, Simon. They don't kill the individual. They don't. They allow these good bacteria, they allow the individual to grow. And that's why I'm praying for you guys. Please, if you have any child around you, don't train the child to be so dependent on you, no matter what situation. If you have your brother, your sister, don't allow them to be too dependent. They will become aggressive. They will plan on how you have to get into trouble because they think they're not getting what they want from you. And that's why what a brother of ours that calls himself a major is doing right now. That's what a brother of ours that calls himself a major, he doesn't know where we are now in 2025. We are not in 1794. We are in 2025. Are you dependent? Don't you know that you have some strength? Are you dependent? Despite your own strength. Don't be dependent. Try to be strength. Try to show your strength. Don't be dependent. Despite your strength, don't be dependent. Despite your strength, dependency reduces your potentiality. Yeah. Are you dependent? That's it. Don't be dependent. Don't be so dependent. If you are dependent, you're gonna forget your own potentiality. That's what has happened here. That's the reason for the past 400 and something years, the exploitation has been going on. And they never even thought about parallel development. Juba, thank you very much, Juba. Okay? They never thought about parallel development. If there were to be parallel development, everything would be fine. But no, the exploitation is being wasted in producing mass destructive instruments that would now create another loop, another gap, another void. Is that not stupidity? But you see, when we're talking about this, we have to be careful. When we talk about this, we have to be careful. We have to push it back. Because a lot of people don't understand the international politics and everything. Let's push it back to the personals. I have to warn myself not to be dependent in what I'm looking at. I don't have to warn myself not to be using AI. Okay, I think you people are... I'm not bashing on you guys that use different backgrounds and stuff like that. I can't if I use different background, what about my artworks? You're not going to see my artworks. But I want my artworks to be seen. That's the reason why I don't have to use different backgrounds. So don't be too dependent on it. Don't be too dependent on it. It will remove your creativity. It will undermine your creativity. I said something, oh, Sadie Bumper, welcome. You're going to take a jacket. I don't want you to be running around here with bikini. Wow, nobody comes around, running around here with bikini. So Sadie Bumper say something and write something and you see you got your blues, you got your jacket on. Yes. I have to Rob Urbans. Yeah, thank you. Sadie Bumper, you're welcome. Write something so that I don't want you to run around with bikini around here. Nobody runs around with bikini and bumper. Boxers, not Thank you. So please, we can remove this from internet. And yes, this was prompted because I woke up. This team was prompted because I woke up and I saw music, supporting, Ibrahim Traore from Beyonce, but they wrote it is AI generated. Everybody will see AI stats. They call themselves or something like that. So yes, and we know it is AI generated. It's beautiful music, but there is one from a particular individual that I'm looking at because this guy, they made money, long time ago. They should have invested it also elsewhere, but they are waiting for the big companies to do it. I don't know. That's the baby oil. Yeah, Simon is here. Yeah, thank you. So please, the theme is dependency makes no room for show of potentiality. You have to be careful. You have seen in the history of mankind that dependency has made it impossible for general growth. Dependency has turned into parasital, actions. It has turned into aggressive exploitation. And that's what we are trying to avoid in our personal lives. I want you to look into your life. I want you to look into the life of the children you are helping to grow or people around you. Don't allow them to be that dependent, because tell them about their strength. Tell them how strong they are. Tell them how the story of the alchemist, how a young header, a young shepherd left his sheep, left his herd, and traveled through Morocco, through Africa, down to Egypt. Seeking for what? The alchemist. Thank you, Aliswa. Please, everyone, Sadi Bumper, please say happy birthday to say happy birthday to, let me not bite my lip. Say happy birthday to Aliswa, please. So that's the thing. We have to, also, we might look at it in both ways. We might see, oh, it looks like politics. No, it's not politics. It's not politics. It's not politics per se. It's the adverse social effect of certain characters we have amongst us. And one of them is dependency. Dependency reduces your what? Your capacity to bring forth your own creativity. And you see, there is joy in the proceed. There is more joy in the proceed when you must have overcome the difficulties in the process. And that's what I'm just talking about. So all those people playing music right now with their AI, yeah. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's do the Sunny Bumper. Let's do it. Let's start it again. Everyone in the house say happy birthday. Oh, Juba is there? Yeah, Juba is there. Yeah, happy birthday to Alice Wa. She added one today, and I'm really happy because while she was announcing it, I was there. Yes, I was there. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. I wasn't expecting this to take so long. I just wanted to hint on this topic. After this, there's going to be a shot where I'm working on a sculpture, and I would like you people to check that out. Thank you for the super chatter, Black. Black is black. Thank you, Black. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you very much. Yes, when I think about having a shoulder to lean on, I'm not talking about, we all are leaning on each other indirectly. So let's not forget, I'm talking about over-dependency. I'm not talking about the support we get from each other as humans, because there's no way we can do it alone. And that's the reason, well, I'm talking about that exploitation of over 450 years, 480 years. While I'm talking about that exploitation, I keep on talking about, why is it that they never thought about parallel development? Why should it be always mine? I want to thief it. I want to take it and take it elsewhere, keep it for myself. Why wasn't a parallel development going on? Yes. So Rob Urban says, how are you, Sadi? Thank you, Rob Urban. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so why not a parallel development? Why was the development elsewhere? And that's the thing. Over-dependency will bring you to be greed. Over-dependency will bring you to aggression. And that's why these things are happening. So whoever that is producing music right now in support of Traore is doing the right thing. One of these days, guys, we are going to have a multiple. Yes, we are going to have a multiple stream on world topic, but with an element of wisdom. Thank you, Sadi Bumper, for that art observation. Thank you very much. So, and there's gonna be time to lean on somebody, because we What I produce, I want another person to take it after good transaction. So we are interrelated, and we are not talking about normal dependence. Human beings are dependent on each other, but we are talking about over-dependency that is going to make you not bring in your own potentiality. That's what we are talking against here. Don't allow it to happen to you. It has happened to a group of people for more than 480 years, and they are still hungry for energy, for diamond, for gold, for uranium, for metal and cobalt, for all this, everything. They are still hungry for that. And I'm begging them to reduce their greed. It doesn't work. It has never worked. It has never worked. It has never really worked. Okay? It has never really worked. So Rob Sadi Bumper says that she's doing fine and asking about you. So greed, which comes out of over-dependency, does not work. It does not work. And we've already seen it, and we are thinking about other places. We saw a nation that is just, suffering from so-called, poverty. Within a space of 40 years, they grew as world market today. We see it. Why some people are still dependent on acquisition of raw materials. So please, let's put it out of the international area and bring it back to ourselves. Don't be too dependent. It is going to rob you of your own creativity. Don't be too dependent. It's going to rob you of your own creativity. I'm not telling you people not to give me a super chat. Who said that? No, I'm not saying that. I'm only telling you that we are interrelated, but we're not going to bother ourselves. So shout out to Black for that wonderful super chat. Thank you very much. I'm talking about a serious problem that we have here. It's a real big problem. It's a real human problem. Okay, you're talking about, they are exploiters. They are dependent. They are dependent. That's the reason. Yeah. Thank you. Great discussion. Thank you very much, Rob. Yeah. So dependency is a topic that we have to, and again, look at it. How can somebody rob a place for, still dehumanize a place for more than 480 years, and they are still not satisfied? And when somebody tells them to leave, remove your, thank you for the love hearts. Thank you for the love heart. Remove your mouth from that breast. That breast is almost, allow it to regenerate. Allow it to regenerate. No. You're now planning conspiracy from all directions. I'm telling you people, we can lean on each other. We can lean on each other. Nothing stops us from leaning on each other. The only problem is that, please look at that individual you're leaning on and see if his arm is paining him or her. I'm using this as a symbol to talk to bigger authorities. That's what I'm doing here. So please, you can be dependent. We all are dependent on each other. We depend on each other. And we depend, even in the social media, we depend on such gatherings so that we can have good, watch hour, good super chat, reach the threshold that has never been reached for the past 3 months. Okay? So, but still, we have to put out something out there. We have to contribute. We don't have to be over-dependent. That's it. Lean on me when you're not. So, exactly. Exactly. You see, I give you the opening, and you do the rest with your, because I want you to be creative. I want you to be creative. I don't want to take it all out from you. I want you to be part of the creativity. And I wonder why somebody should, for 480 years, keep on exploiting human resources, raw materials, and never thought about building parallel development. It is not good. Don't bring it into your personal lives. Thank you very much, Sadi Papa. Don't bring it into your personal life. You're gonna lose. I think it was in one of the, it was by Artie. I think Sadi was there when I wrote something in Natural Life with Artie. If you allowed yourself to be fed by people, you'll be fed with poison. And you have seen what is happening today. If you allowed yourselves to be fed by other people, you'll be fed with poison. And it's happening already. And what I mean by that is it's symbolic. Please, a disclaimer. I'm just trying to tell you. You see, you only knows what is good for you. So why don't you plant a garden just like Mary Ellis is planting? Just like some number of you, the amazing M&G is doing. Okay, just like Ati, Natural Life with Ati is doing. Just like probably Sadi Bumper or Keisha H is doing. Why don't you do that? Or Susie Glover. Susie Glover Concept has a little garden in the little backyard that she has. So why don't you do that? Why would you allow yourself to be fed by other people? That is part of the dependency that I'm talking about. Depending too much on other people. You see, and if we want to go to extreme to know what dependency has cost a lot of people, and you might say, oh, we see the development, we see how London was built, the iron ores that were taken from places where, by Smith, they built beautiful things in Europe and everything. My dear, that dependency has not left a lot of people today, and they are spoiling a lot of things around the world because of such dependency. Oh, great. That's good, Sadi. That's good. Backyard garden. Yes, that's the best thing. You're looking at somebody that has in his city house over 32 trees. I caught some the last time I was there. City house. I have 30 something trees in city house. You can check my videos and you see that I'm living in my own little jungle in the major city, in a suburban area, people can call highbrow or whatever. But I have trees, the birds are enjoying it. I'm enjoying the birds also that come around. So why do I do that? Because we just don't have to be dependent on artificial economy and stuff like that. 480 years, somebody has been exploiting and never has gotten fed up. No. Nada. Not yet satisfied. Not yet satisfied. So you see that, and these are people that are created in the image of God, in the image of the Almighty. People that could help things to develop without having to exploit others. And we are bringing it to our own personal lives. Please, eschew dependency, over dependency. Let's put it, because we just have to be careful. Dependency is normal. I depend on you. I'm really enjoying the fact that the chat is warm. People come out and, only God knows how many cents I'm going to get eventually on this. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. Okay. Thank you for the super chat, Miss Black. Thank you very much. Okay. I hope that Miss White could, copy me, Miss Black, and then give me also something. But let us not forget the topic is with a question. Are you dependent despite your strength? That's the topic. And I think we've dealt with it as an intro. We are hoping to learn from each other when we discuss this in another aspect. But just see the symbolisms that I'm bringing up. See the references that I'm making. I'm not concentrating on one so that nobody would say, okay, if you're talking about politics. I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about humanity. I'm talking about the fact that we have left our potentials, and used the easier way. Those easier ways are just to exploit others, to parasite on others and bring them down. The problem is that no real animal kills off his prey. If he does that, he's gonna starve. He's going to starve, and he cannot live in the world alone. And that's the problem of humans. Humans don't know that. I give you an example now about somebody, an individual who has a parasite in them. The good parasite doesn't kill the humans. They stay there. So, before we leave, anybody in the house wants to again say happy birthday to Aliswa. I'm going to play her happy birthday. Then I will now play the drum to close this session, because I think we've done justice to it. I never wanted to stay up to this amount of hour, but I just thought it wise to share this moment with you. Alice, this is for you once again. Let me make it louder. Happy birthday, Aliswa. Thank you very much. This one that I'm playing now, I know that some of you would like me to show more of my background and everything. Today we are using this position of the atelier. Next time, I think we're gonna do 2005, atelier crib show. We're gonna do that. I know that you people are waiting for it. You people want to see what has been developed, more development, how many paintings are here now. I know I'm gonna do that. Thank you, Black. Thank you, Black is back. Thank you very much. Everybody in the house say hello to Black. Black is in the house. Black is our super chat of the day. Thank you very much. And I'm crocheting. Oh, that's good, Black. Black, you're gonna show us, probably Black, you're gonna just display that, because you have seen wonderful colors from your crochets. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Aliswa is saying hello, Black. And Rob Urbanks is also saying hello, Black. Hello. Thank you very much. Yes. Thank you. So, once again, thank you very much, Alice, for being here, because you've just brightened up our situation. It's a very controversial theme, but there's a truth in it. Dependency has made a lot of people so lazy, greedy, and aggressive. Okay? So Sadie Bumper is saying, Alice, for a happy birthday again. Enjoy, and I wish you all the best. And to offer in God richest blessing you get. Yes, that's a good one there. Richness and blessings to you, says, and enjoy your day, says, and many returns, says Rob Alba. So let's do this. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. It's always good to have the feeling of community when you're doing something. This smiles you see on this face is the loan, the so-called wage that I take home whenever that I'm doing this. And the smile is coming because of your reflection. The smile is coming because of the Sadi Bumper presence. The smile is coming because of Juba presence. The smile is coming from Rob Urban's presence. The smile is coming because I'm sharing a wonderful moment with Aliswa, who has her birthday today. The smile is coming because Just Skinner is here. The smile is coming because Simone TV is in the house. The smile is coming because Carmen was here with a bunch of group of people, Talitas Alvis, Kati Cartwright, that's where the smile is coming from. The smile you're seeing on my face is coming from that effect. You might say, Ifeanyickool, you're not being dependent. No, that dependence is not what we are talking about. We are talking about the overdependence is what reduces your potentiality. Okay? So your potence is reduced the moment you depend too much. So this smile is coming from these people, from you all. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all, and I thought it wise to come up, stay about an hour plus or something, and call it a day. And I've been standing all the time in order to also check my fitness, because if I depended on the chair, I wouldn't know. If I depended on the chair, you see how I keep on bringing symbolics into what I'm saying. If I depended on a chair, I wouldn't know how I'm feeling. But I feel good. It's cold outside, it's warm in here, because I am really moved by your presence. I'm not only taking. I hope that I'm not only taking. I hope that I'm giving a little. And that's the reason why we have to accept the fact that we could lean on each other, but not subdue each other. The dependence, the codependence, the coexistence of human around the world is what we want, not the dominance, not the monopoly. That's what we are trying to avoid. And that's why when I heard that music from Beyonce today as the new music of solidarity to Ibrahim Traore, and the music from R. Kelly, and then the music from, I don't want to call it, I call that, baby oil fabric. so, yes, I saw all those stuffs, and I decided to ask everyone, both internationally, why are you dependent despite your strength? Why are you dependent despite your strength? You say, oh, he's oppressing another person. No, he's not. He's the dependent. He's too much dependent on oil. He's too much dependent on gold, on cobalt, on this, on uranium, and blah, blah. He's too much dependent on them. That's the reason. It's a weakness. It's a weakness. So don't be too dependent as an individual. And that's why I'm sharing this with you now. Thank you, everyone. I hope I've done justice to this theme. I know that I will not do it alone. I'm hoping soon to be doing it with you guys. So whoever that wishes that we could do a collab, let's do that. It's important. Let's talk about humanity. I think that's going to be the most sustainable topic No matter if you have your 2,000 subscribers, your 50 subscribers, your 100,000 subscribers, the moment you're doing something that has to do with humanity, going out to find out somebody that is a little bit forgotten and bringing the person up, you're gonna succeed in the social media. We've seen it by Wodamaya. Okay? We've seen it by Mr. B. We've seen it in Mr. Dean or whatever he calls him. Biggs. Sorry, Mr. Biggs. So we've seen it. It's something, once you bring in humanity in this social media, you're going to succeed. Okay? So let's team up. Rob Banks, I'm looking forward to, combined discussion on this topic. We have the overcomer. Thank you very much. Okay, yes. Donna British, I know, that's our overcomer. Thank you very much, Donna British. I hope you're good. I hope the event of the last moment is no more disturbing. Myself, I did not go to work today because it's raining. Not because I have, you know what I'm talking about. But I believe that the barrel style has already taken care of that pain. Thank you very much, sis, for showing up. The overcomer is the house. Overcomer, please say happy birthday to Alice. Wow. Alice is always a good supporter. She goes around supporting almost everybody, despite the fact that she has difficult schedules. So there's a likelihood that soon I'm going to be, going live with Aliswa. Sadi, Aliswa is saying, yeah, thank you very much here. Yes, thank you. Yes, Sadi is in the house. So Donna British, my soul sister, one of my soul sisters, is in the house in the name of the overcomer. Thank you very much, everyone that showed up here. Let us not make it so long so that other people can rewatch this. And please, thank you very much, Black, for your super chat. Thank you. I so much appreciate. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. This is already off, and this one is gonna tell you. Thank you all, especially the super chat, and especially those that spend time here during this conversation. Thank you very much. Dependency removes your potentiality. Don't be dependent. Be dependent as normal human being, but don't be over dependent. So why are you dependent when you have your strength, despite your strength? Why are you dependent despite your strength? Please look inwards and find out the strength in you, because dependency is going to make you aggressive. It's going to make you want more. It's going to make you greedy. Look inside you. Share your potentiality. Work on your potentiality so we can make the world a better place. Thank you. I'm going to allow the ads to complete as somebody has just told us, and then we can say bye-bye to each other. Okay? Thank you very much. One love. Stay blessed in what you're doing. Stay blessed. Be positive in whatever you're doing. I appreciate you all. And until next, and also hopefully we see at your own place soon. Thank you very much, Aliswa. Celebrate your wonderful day. Simone TV, thank you for staying all through this time. Thank you very much. Mina Wadi, thank you also. Thank you, Black, for the super chat. Thank you, Sadi Bumper. Thank you very much, Rob R. Banks. Thank you, wonderful people that came around here. Susie Glover was here as well. Thank you, Susie Glover. Thank you, every one of you. I appreciate you people. There's no way we can do without each other. It's just that we have to warn ourselves not to be a burden to each other, because in history we've seen it. That's what this topic was all about. We've seen it in history. They can never let go. And that's why they are destroying many places. And we are hoping that it stops, because the future generation needs a place to stay. We just have to leave a better word for them. So we have to start the repairing now, and the healing is very important. Repairs and healing is what we have to start now. We don't need to build more. Repair and healing is very important. Thank you very much, everyone. I would say one love to you all. And please, so you know one thing, just give me some time. I'm gonna leave you to watch, my background where I try, please, to establish a raid. Okay, I have to go to the other room to do that, so I will allow you to watch what is in the background. Okay, I'll allow you to watch what is in the background. Okay, then I'll establish a raid, because I think it's not going to be fair, because I believe that somebody is most probably right now from here live. So let's go see another person. But please give me a time. Watch my background. I'm going to put more light on. Yeah, watch my background, and I'll be right back. Just a moment. Give me some seconds. All right. So thank you very much, everyone. I think let's go see Blessed. You know, Blessed is always helping out with growing channels. In the recent times, she has been doing it with Wanga Lady. So let's go see Blessed for a while. Say hi, good morning to Blessed. Let's go see Blessed. See Cool Raid is what you're gonna write, and let's go see. You see what we are about doing, like this collaboration that Aliswa is talking about. You know that Blessed Live Journey has been doing it for a longer period of time. So let's go say hello to her. She was here today. She was not here today, but I know she's always gonna watch this. I know her. She's just another machine of a good feeling, So let's go see Blessed Life Journey. See Cool Raid. Until soon. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Aliswa. We're gonna check each other out, okay? I'm gonna check. Please write me something how we connected when you were helping me out with the restream, because I have a new phone, so it's only that way that I can get on you again. Thank you very much. Bye for now, everyone. Let's go see Blessed Life Journey. She's always doing this sleep stuff, and I want her to sleep also when she's doing it. Bye for now, everyone. Rob Obanks, Simone TV, Bumper, Sadi Bumper, Aliswa, Mina Wardi, Carmen Maris, Talita Alves, Cathy Cartwright, you wonderful people, Susie Global Concept, thank you very much. Let's go see wonderful, blessed life journey, even if it's just for a brief moment. Let's go like and say hello to her while she's waking up. Bye for now. Peace to the world. Stay blessed.